as I had mentioned, this
Mhm.
complete survey is to capture what happened during this pandemic. How did
Right.
you, as an individual, as an organization, handle this particular pandemic in the first
Mhm.
place? What were the support that you had given or what you got from the organization? How are you mitigating through this entire process? Because the pandemic is still not over, we are still on with it, and all of us are expecting the second wave. So just would like to go in detail about it. So to begin with, Yola, this pandemic had come so suddenly. How did it impact you? Was it high, medium, low?
Um, so it's different types of. I can tell you, like, because I'm a business owner, and also I work for someone else. Like, my background comes from healthcare, which I do. I'm a nurse assistant, and I was working in hospital when the pandemic started. So on that side of employee was closed. Like, wow, never happened before. So suddenly we stopped, even hospital, but because it's a hospital or private, we stopped to work. We stopped to having work.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of my business, on the side of my business, things became much better, if I can say like that, in terms of networking, clients, time for ourselves to take care more of our business. If it's an online business, I came on my own experience. I realized that I had time to think, to create better programs, connect with more people, increase quality and diversity as well in conversation. So it has the both sides. Like, if on the side where I am an employee was kind of strange, because suddenly I didn't have a job. I didn't have where I can get the money, finances through like you used to. But on
Mm-hmm.
the side of my company, as a owner, was really improved a lot. We had a really big improvement and opportunities, because a lot of companies these days, they work online, but they became more online. So we had the opportunity, even today, being here with you is due to pandemic. I believe in somehow we get to know more companies and these opportunities to be able to get involved in this kind of research.
Okay. If I may know what kind of business you're into, what exactly you do?
Okay, I run two businesses. One is a beauty therapist. I'm the owner of a beauty therapy beauty company called Me A Beauty, which provides eyelash extensions and microblading treatments. And the other one is I'm one of the co-founders, which is of Women Flix, which is a company where we empower, develop, support, and help other women around the world, mostly women, but we work as well with male. We are more focused in women, and we provide workshops for women. We provide coaching, business and life coaching, and we provide also social media branding and website creation. So, as you see, the Women Flix is all based on online development and connection. So, yes, that's the business side.
Wow, wow, sounds very interesting because I'm a trained beautician, so I know what it means.
Hmm.
Okay, so Yola, I have a very inquisitive kind of a question. Beauty therapists and being in beauty industry during this particular pandemic definitely saw a lot of churn because beauty industry means as man to man connection, as in human to human connection,
Yeah.
correct? So, yeah, in certain cases, you can stay away and you can help the people, but in certain cases, you got to get closer to people. How did you handle these kind of situations?
So because pandemic, because lockdown and COVID, etc., all this season that we're living in, we had to close everything.
Okay.
That was totally because it's a touching people. Requires beauty requires most of the time touching the other person, or even working with programs or machines that will touch the other person. So we had, this is in UK what happened. We had to close. We had to shut down due to precaution. So that company became, I did manage to work a lot in the promoting the company, but not having clients. Till I can say to you, I believe was last month, August or end of July, that we start to coming slowly to action, coming back to getting clients, and yes, it's been slower, but we now getting back to normal.
Okay.
But we had to stop.
That's really nice. That's really nice getting back to normal.
Yes.
Know, I can understand. Now, having said that, some of the key challenges that you faced, because suddenly you had to stop working, suddenly you had to close down the beauty related business, and suddenly you have to plan something for women welfare, or I would say human welfare. Let's not go only for women, because you said you look at even men. So in that case, suddenly you had to increase your probably your coaching, and now is the time everybody are going ahead and tightening their pockets. Not that they not having money is one story, but having money also they have to tighten. How did you manage this entire thing with respect to this entire phase?
Yeah, like you said, people now is now is the time to how you said the word you used was really good. The pockets, like it's not reducing, but it's like closing much more. It's like not spending that much, spending wisely, because COVID brought us wisdom for anyone that wants to take that wisdom through the COVID situation, like the season that we're going through, but gave us the opportunity to think about what is helpful for you, what is useful, what is needed, and if it's worth it. So now that we're coming back with our business slowly, we think very carefully, do I need really this? Some people don't, but I think like, do I really need this? Should I spend this? So I'm more aware for some reason, because we still don't know what is going to happen next, right? So I see that people is not spending like before. I feel that, but maybe I'm wrong, I'm not, but I feel that and I do that. I'm not spending that like before, because during this season, I came across to a situation that I was in when we came out from lockdown, example, I went to the shops with my daughter. When we went to buy something, was one thing, but I came home with more than 5 things. And I said to her, you see, I'm spending money not necessary. And I thought about the times I was locked down, I didn't spend and I was living happy as well. So it was just because I went to the supermarket and I went there to buy hummus, but I ended up buying olives and bread and I don't know, things. And it's just not necessary. It's just for the sake, yes, oh, I love this, buy. And when you see, you're spending money in vain. And I could see straight away that when I was in COVID lockdown, I didn't thought about these things. I didn't do this. And I was happy. I was saving money at the same time, because we saved. If we were wise enough, we save a lot of money during this season, and invest and save and think about carefully what we're going to do next.
Correct. So what were some of the key challenges, organization per se, and what were the actions that you took And how did the employees, I'm sure you had employees, how did the employees react for this?
So in terms of employees, we do not have employees. We are three women that run the company, and we both, all of us, we do little each. So we do have interns, but we don't have employees. So we didn't have to worry about that.
Okay, okay. So, did you face anything that you had to take immediate action with respect to your both the businesses? Like, yeah, first thing I'll have to do is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. Then I'll go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, did you have to take any such kind of key actions?
Mm, Thinking about one of the business, because beauty was closed and I was just running, make sure that social media is running. That was not a big thing to worry. But in terms of women Flix, we had to think and act quickly in terms of everyone is doing a webinar, a free something. So what we're going to do, what we're going to create, what we're going to give to the clients, what we're going to get known by this universe online, what we're going to do. So we created workshops, we provided for free, we offer things, and that went very well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Now, did you have to handle any kind of infrastructure related thing? Because I'm sure you're working from home. So did you have to upgrade your internet facility, or did you have to go about looking at certain other options, buying new softwares so that you can focus on working during this particular phase, which is called as lean period technically? Did you have to do anything like that?
Not really. Not really, because we were already a company, an online company. So we didn't have to worry on that terms. We were fine. We were settled because that's the way we run. We do everything remotely and online. So it was quite easy on that side. We didn't have any office where we're going, so we work from home.
Okay. So I'm sure you had a lot of relationship in your beauty related business. At the same time, you have a lot of relations with respect to women Flix. Were there any special care that you had to take during that time? First and foremost is first checking everybody is safe, which always all of us tend to do because of human connection. But did you have to take any special kind of relationship care, both internally and externally during this pandemic?
In terms of relationship, no. I had to send emails. Right, yeah. I have to send emails to let people know what is happening, what is not. And then when we started coming out from the pandemic, we also send me emails saying now I'm open for the beauty example. You can come, you can book your treatments, but apart from that, it was more about emails, news, but no, nothing else. I didn't have to go get in touch with each client and say hello, how are you, or no.
Okay, I get that. Okay, I get that. Now, moving on. This pandemic situation, you would have changed your strategies. First strategy, you said you went into cost cutting mode, but were there any other strategies that you went ahead and changed apart from lockdown and this one? You went ahead and said this is the best time to go about targeting this or working on this. Did you have any such kind of strategy?
Persistence. I call this a strategy is because consistency is a strategy, a very powerful strategy. Okay. If you want to achieve something, and let's say an example, if you want to get more people on your network, let's go for a simple example, which is a lot of people there connected, Instagram, let's say social media. You need to be there every day, adding people as a friendships, looking for good friends, connecting with these people, and then send message. And when I say this needs to be consistent, needs to be every single day. So that's the way you're going to build a network. because otherwise, if you go there once a week or once every 2 days or three, you're not going to get the results that you're expecting, because people say, I've got something, enough friends. But then if you leave your page will be going down very slowly. So slowly or very fast, but all depends on your consistency. So for me, strategically,
Okay.
it is, I can tell, I love this word and I love the way things can be put on, is consistency.
Gotcha.
Consistency is very powerful.
Very good, very good, very good.
Yeah.
Did you have to change or alter your plans? Because at the beginning of the year, you would have planned something for the business, but suddenly pandemic coming, lockdown happening, there must have been a lot of things that you would have to rechange or re-strategize or rework on. Did you have to do anything like that?
In terms of beauty, yes. The beauty business, yes. We had to close, we had to reduce, become the precautions inside the place, which I work from home as well. I had to go around, people needs to come with masks, people needs to clean their hands, that they don't have, it's a lot of things that happen around my house as well, make sure everything is disinfected. All these things had happened without thinking, because we didn't plan this. We didn't have time, to say, okay, now a pandemic is coming, we need to do this. It came up to our lives like the sun becomes, like the night becomes day or the day becomes night. It was fast.
Correct.
And yeah, and in terms of women Flix, we were very, how I say, was in that company side, we were fine, we were ready, and then just handling the fast and furious networking, because I had a time where I would have 5-6 calls, meetings, webinars per day. It was a lot, no stop. And I'm like, whoa, because we had so many things, so many free things, and also the trainings, free trainings. Oh my God, I've done so many, much more trainings in this season than I would do in a year, I believe. So,
okay, I understand. I know. I mean, this was a season when most of us upskilled ourselves with a lot of things. Yeah. Very true. Now, having said that, what is your personal experience with respect to this pandemic? I mean, you would have said, like, let me just put it this way. This pandemic, according to me, was much needed, because we were all running in a race, don't know where we were running, but this came and put a break and said, hey, hang on, life doesn't go on just by running. There are many things that you can do even being at home.
That's
right?
True.
So that is one learning I got. So what were some personal experience that you felt this pandemic brought in positive way and negative way? Definitely revenue and GDP and a lot of other things have affected. So what exactly do you feel?
That for me was the how we say this, the game change. Like in terms of myself, my person, my life, myself, like I had time to think. Now I was already on this journey of discovering myself and love myself more. And this quarantine, all this journey that we're still on, but now we're more active, made me think and appreciate my life more, where I became more aware by what my body needs, or what my body asks for, like in terms of sleeping, eating. And I also added some rituals, I call rituals in general, because things that I'm doing now that I was not doing before, and value my life and my time. And it's something that I will carry forever now. And it's all about due to the situation. because appreciating myself more, and be able to share my vision as well with others in these terms, with my experience that I lived during COVID, quarantine and lockdowns and etc. Made me feel like more alive, more happy, and enjoying myself, because gave me the opportunity to be with myself.
Okay, good. So having said that, during this phase, did you have to hire somebody, or did you have to bring in some new people where you could train them and use them for your women Flix, or did you train somebody so that post pandemic you could, post this lockdown is over, when you started working, you could use in your beauty business? Did any kind of training and development happen, or hiring, or even I can say looking at people and identifying people and keeping them so that you can use them in the later points in time?
We did had some people working with us, and it was a blast, because I remember that I went to a platform and I placed a message, and less than half an hour later, I had like 6 answers, and then 8, and then 10 very quickly. And one day I managed to have 10 people applying for the same position. It was an intern. And that was like, wow, because now I haven't tried again, but it was so fast, giving the opportunity to other people to be an intern in our company and learning about social media, learning about our workshops, giving mentoring to them, and also supporting them if they're running a new business. So we were able to do this for other people, helping other women with girls. All them they are all women. Some of them still working with us, and other ones they already left.
Okay. I get that. I know it happens. So, having said that, did you have to buy any kind of new tools and technology? Like you had to go ahead and upgrade to taking some more MS Teams account, or you had to go in for postpaid Zoom account, or you had to go about bringing some softwares so that you can go about doing your social media marketing for your thing? Or did you buy any such kind of packages? Did you do any kind of development initiative as such within the organization with terms of tools and technology?
Not really. Why? Because we are already working with a platform where is a lot of tools inside, and I came across to the platform with a different view, so I had time to improve my knowledge about it. So I could see, wow, I've got so many things inside this place and I didn't know, and I didn't use it. So we started to use it, and we didn't have to pay more for it. So that was amazing.
I know.
Some people had to buy, I know, but we didn't. In terms of Zoom gave you, a lot of companies like Zoom, they gave us opportunity to have groups, rooms, and everything for free, and we just use it. We were using, and really using. When I'm saying using, we were really using. Everyone now knows what is Zoom, what is Webex, what is Slack, what is so many platforms, but most of the people, they end up learning about it and they never thought about before.
Correct.
Because was no other way, it was just this way.
Correct. Absolutely, I agree with you. So having said that, now, did you have to part ways with any of the employees in your beauty business, or did you have to pay them salary without having the business? Because obviously even they are also struggling, and this is the pandemic time. Did you have to go through any such kind of an phase during this lockdown period?
No, I don't have employees on the beauty. And the women Flix, like I said before, we are 3 owners. Yeah. And we've been doing everything from with us from ourselves.
Okay.
No, I didn't have any. I don't know. I can't answer like, oh, if I had. I don't really know. Only if I lived that, if I had that experience, I would be able to talk. But I don't know.
Okay.
But I didn't.
Okay. I get that. Now, having said that, how did you adapt to it? You said you went ahead and brought in a healthy lifestyle, what you really wanted. You went ahead and changed your lifestyle. Did you have to go about taking any special care for yourself? Because this was a very crucial phase. All of us went through emotional downtime and spiritual downtime, because all of us were scared what is going to happen next, how we are going to handle things. Obviously money we would have saved and kept, but what is happening, the way it is spreading so much in the neighborhood, are we going to get affected? Did you have to take any such kind of precautions? Did you have to train yourself in that aspect anywhere?
No, that is not suitable for my business, because beauty was stuck, and then the other one, no, we didn't do anything.
Okay. So now coming to the last set of questions, what is your bounce back plan now that lockdown is off and we are trying to get back to our normal with masks and gloves and other stuff? What is your bounce back plan with respect to your businesses? Will you go back to work? Will they call you back to work, and will you go back to work?
It's really tricky, that question, because when I think about my side where I work just for someone else, I'm not sure, because we're still not sure. It's changing every single day. And in terms of our business, it's just maintain myself focused on my mission and on my position, and then be able to continuously be successful, like networking, coaching, workshops, maintaining social media. Because at the same time, we can have goals, we can have plans, but we really, even because we're coming back to work or to normal, I don't feel like I'm going back to normal, really. I haven't felt that way. So it's still a question mark between everything I do, but I only focus on what I can do without that question mark from the rest of the world. Like, if I can continue to carry on with what I was doing when I was on lockdown, because was worth it, did work. So finding connections, collaborations, and providing coaching, workshops, and etc., and helping people to build their businesses and websites and social media, still working. So we are focused on that, because I can't feel we're coming out, because I don't think so we're coming out from this new way of living.
I know. Moving to the last question, what is your learning from this entire pandemic?
Okay, my learning: believe in yourself, and make sure while you believe, you're doing something, because it's not just about believing, it's about creating opportunity for yourself, of others, to improve yourself and learn. If you have the opportunity to learn, improve yourself in learning and knowledge, and supporting as well other causes or other people around you. But that's my learning. Never stop to believe, but you have to be creative. You have to do something, not just I believe that I'm gonna have blah blah blah, but then you're not doing nothing. You're watching movies, so that's not gonna work.
Correct.
It has to be a plan, has to be a purpose behind.
Correct. So great. I am done asking all the questions, Yola.